rusty. Oh, rusty. My hair's all crazy.
Alright, let's try this again. Maybe I'll sit a little closer. I can't get this right today. I'm super rusty. Hello everybody, welcome to the CC Makes Knitting Podcast. My name is Karina. Today is Monday, March 8th. It's been a bit since I've recorded. I think the last time I recorded was January, end of January. Yeah, right before my birthday. So, it's been a while. I am rusty. This is like take 500 because my heater keeps coming on and it's annoying me. I'm in a new location, for those of you that are regulars on the channel. New location again, only because I have created a giant mess of knitting stuff, so I don't want to pack it all up and move it all to my desk. I figured I will just plop down on the floor, which I'm probably going to regret in a bit, and record right here. So you get the lovely view of my fireplace. So, what do I have today? So today I have some finished objects, works in progress, yarn goodies, a little bit of shop stuff, and life updates, life chitter chatter. Yeah, that is about all. I don't really have a whole lot. I should have a bunch of finished objects for all the time that I was away, but I do not. For those of you that want to follow me on social media, I'm on Instagram at cc_makes. On Ravelry, ccmakes. I've just started like putting some projects on there on my project page, so you can follow me there and here on the channel. I have noticed some new subscribers, so a big thank you for all of you checking out the channel and subscribing. I appreciate it, and as always, thank you to my returning viewers as well. So I guess we'll go ahead and get on into it, huh? As I chitter chatter here, I'm super rusty, so you're gonna have to forgive me. If you know me, if you are not new here and you know me, then you know that I am not organized. So I do have notes today though. However, it's not all the stuff that I wanted to talk about, but I kind of fell off the wagon on that. I was doing so good and taking notes on stuff that I wanted to talk about, and then I lost my pen and it just kind of went downhill from there. So I have a giant mess here, and let's go ahead and get on into finished objects. My first finished object is a pair of socks. This is the heel toe do-si-do pattern. I just hooked myself by there is my hair by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. This is, I don't know if you're really gonna be able to see the pattern. Well, kinda. 64 stitch cast on, a 1x1 rib, heel flap and gusset, which is now my go-to for socks. It just fits me so much better. These socks fit super duper well. I don't know if it's just because it's not a vanilla sock and it's got like texture, and I don't know. I feel like that makes a difference. I could be crazy, it could be completely wrong, but I feel like it makes a difference and it just fits way better. It doesn't slide or slip around on my foot, on my heel. Yeah, I don't know. They're just a pair of socks. I don't know what else you can really say about them, but I like them. I like the pattern. It was easy to memorize and just, cook along on this. It was very enjoyable. It's got like a, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. Excuse my nails, they're pretty terrible. Like a chevron-y effect kind of thing going on, but it's very cool.
I know. Choking on this bit.
I know I was looking on people's project pages for these socks, and I really liked the way they looked. So these were knit fairly quickly as well. I think I started it when my mom first got here at the end of January, and it was in no time they were done. So super easy pattern. I really like those socks. That is my first finished object. I have another pair of socks that you're all probably familiar with if you've watched the channel, the Hermione everyday socks. I did finish it. I I don't have it on a pair of blockers because I only have one pair of blockers, but I did finally finish it. However, I don't know if you can tell, but one is larger than the other one because I got so tired of knitting these socks and looking at them and just not having them finished. And I started using continental knitting instead of my throwing, flicking method that I was using. So one is larger than the other, but that is okay. I don't really care. I'm just glad that they are done. Oh yeah, you can totally tell, like, look at that. One is way bigger than the other one. Oh well. I'm just gonna put that away. Those are done though. I'm just glad they're done. My next finished object is, I'm actually kind of surprised that I finished these. It is a pair of gloves. Haha. And these are knit with color Redefined yarn in the colorway Pass Me the Funnies. My hair is on there. Anyway, it is like a gray base with speckles. I hear my ice maker. Gray base with speckles, black, and then all different colors. I didn't really use a pattern for these. I bought a few patterns, but I just didn't like how they were knitting up. I just didn't like how it was turning out. So I kind of
winged it. Is winged a word? Winged it. I winged it.
And just made it up as I went. I cast on at the fingers. So I knit each of my fingers separately first. I don't know what happened. I guess I thought I had a giant thumb or two, but I need to cut that off and Kitchener that together. I don't know what happened, but I think it's kind of funny. Way big giant thumbs, but anyway, yeah, so these are done. We had one ice storm in February. Yeah, one ice storm in February, which gave us like, I don't know, an inch of snow that lasted like 3 hours. And I was cold, and I was like, you know what? I don't have any gloves, so I decided to knit some, but also not just because it was snowing, but when we walk on the beach, like it's pretty chilly on the beach. It's not like, I think it's like in the 40. Oh, I could take some length off of these two as well, but it's like in the 45, 50. But on the beach is colder because it's, you know, windy and it's the Pacific, so it gets a little chilly and breezy down there. So I figured I would use these when I'm walking on the beach, or if we should happen to get some more snow, which I don't think we will. Yeah, so I need to fix these two clearly. I wish that I went a little bit longer for the cuff, and I didn't size down in my needle either. But I mean, they fit okay. It's not like a big deal. So I just wish that I went down a needle size. I think I used a size 2 on my Chow Gouge. Yeah, size 2, 2.75 millimeter to knit these. And this isn't like the size that I would use for socks at all, because it's not like dense enough for me. I like my socks pretty, I think I use a size 1 for my socks. But anyway, those are my finished objects. I should have more, but I do not. So I have a lot of work in progress projects.
That's a tongue twister there, huh? Work in progress projects?
Okay, moving on to whips. I cast on a pair of socks with the leftover yarn from my gloves, the color Redefined Pass Me the Funnies. I will link her shop below if you're interested. I think she has this on different bases as well. I really like this colorway. It's right up my alley. I'm doing 2 at a time because these aren't full skeins. These are not full skeins, so I don't know how much. I mean, I could weigh it and be professional, but no. So I don't know, and I figured what better way to figure it all out as you go along and just do 2 at a time. So that is what I am doing. This blue is a Knit Crate colorway. No, I have the label. It's not Knit Crate. It is Knit Crate, but it's not Knitology. This is Baad Mom Yarns. I don't know if this is if they're still in business. It's been a while. I haven't even looked. If they are, I will link below. This colorway is Water, and it's Icy Mom. It's Stellina, 10% Stellina. It's really pretty, but I figured it would go good with this because it's, you know, got speckles of blue and it's a bright pop of color. So that is what I'm doing. I am doing a 64 stitch cast on, and I did a 2x2 rib, but I'm doing, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it because I haven't gotten very far on this. I'm doing a rib all the way down the entire sock. Obviously not on the bottom of my foot, but it's a 3x1 rib, so that's what I'm doing all the way around. I'm sure there's a pattern for it. I don't know, but that's what I'm doing. With a heel flap and gusset in this color and a toe probably in this color. Cocoa! That is my first work in progress. My first whip. I need to put it in a bag. It's kind of been just hanging out. I'll put it in my superhero bag that I made a long time ago. Cocoa! So these are kind of what I just pick up in the evening. I don't really have to think about it, so I just, you know, I've been picking them up. I just started them last night, so that is as far as I have gotten on that. My next work in progress is my Habitation Throw by Helen Stewart. Do you guys like it when podcasters put the name of the pattern or whatever they're talking about? Do you guys like it on the screen, or do you guys generally go to show notes? I don't know if I should keep doing that. I've been doing that. I could keep doing that. I just don't know if anybody actually like looks and reads. I don't know. Personally, I go to the show note page if I'm looking for something, but everybody's different. So let me know what you prefer. You know, I don't know. I mean, it's one step less if I don't put it on the screen. So anyway, this is the Habitation Throw by Helen Stewart. This is as far as I've gotten. I am in the middle of a row, of course. I worked on this pretty heavily while my mom was here. It looks like a shawl. Because it was just, you know, you can memorize the pattern and you don't really need to think about it. So, oh, that's the wrong side. This is the right side. This is as far as I've gotten. My phone is going crazy. I have a bunch of minis still of Koigu minis from my Adventurous Wrap by Amba O'Brien. That was a kit. I mentioned this in a previous episode. I think I've shown it on the podcast. But I've got a ton of these from that kit. So I'm putting all of these in, but I'm also going to add in, you know, ones that I have in here. Some of these aren't fingering weight, but yeah, I'm going to add a bunch of these in there. And that is as far as I've gotten on that. I don't really know how big I want it to be. I mean, obviously I want it to be big enough to, you know, lay on the couch and cover my legs at least. I don't expect to like snuggle all up with it because it's not like, it's pretty airy. So I don't know how big I want it to go. I've been looking at project pages for that as well and seeing everybody's, I think everybody's like got one of these on the needles. Like, why not? It's super easy. It uses up your scraps and bam. I think this has a, in the pattern, no, not in the pattern. It is a paid for pattern. I think there's a shawl as well. I'm not sure, but this is Living in the Lemon Bag by Taryn. Next, I have a baby blanket for my grandson, who will be joining us in May. I haven't got very far on it. I literally just picked it back up. Oh, I was using Chiaogu needles for that, I'm pretty sure. These are using my Knit Picks Prism needles, which I love. This is as far as I've gotten. It's like a little waffle pattern. I did a couple more repeats so I can actually see the pattern. This is using yarn from Hobby Lobby. Taryn sent it to me. It's Yarn Bee Bambootiful in the colorway Basil. And it's like 50% cotton, 50% viscose. I need to get cracking on this. I haven't. Mainly because there's purling. I'm just not a fan of purling. I mean, I just don't want to. I mean, I can do it obviously fairly quickly, because I can't purl with this hand, like my flicking and throwing. I can, but it's really slow. So when I purl, I continental knit. So I just started continental knitting this entire thing. So that is that. That is as far as I've gotten on my Knit Picks Prism aluminum needles, which I love. I have noticed on my Xiaogus, I think I mentioned this before, that the cords have been kinking, and it's really annoying me. I don't know why it's happening. I mean, probably because this is my my needle storage, which is a disaster, but it's what I have right now. I don't know how to store these needles. Like, look at this. Look at this. Can you see how janky and ridiculously kinked this is? Probably not, because my big head's in the way. But, like, I don't know if there's any fixing this. Like, it's just way... So, I don't know. Like, are these defective? Did I do this? Were they... I don't know. I don't know, but it really annoys me. And this is the one that I was using for, like, magic circle socks. But I can't, because it just makes such a... I don't know. It makes me mad that it's all kinked up on itself. So I don't know how to store them, clearly. And my new Knit Picks Prism needles. Where's the case? The cord on that one works. Like, it doesn't... I have such a mess here, guys. It's not even funny. The cords on these ones don't, like, kink up at all. So, oh, here I have a pair right here. The cord is great. I like it. I just stuck these on here now because I need these for my next project as I eat my cord. No complaints on them so far. I like how slippery they are. I like how they feel. Yeah, so if you guys have any suggestions on how to properly, functionally, is functionally a word? I don't know. Store cabled needles, interchangeable needles, let me know. I know a lot of people use, like, the binder with the page protectors. Is that what they're called? I don't know, but a lot of people use that. Let me know if it works. I mean, I'm not really wanting to carry around a binder, but I will if it works. Okay, next I have, what is in here? Oh, I'm not even gonna show this. This is my crochet blanket that I haven't touched since the last time you saw it. Oh, I did want to mention this. So I have, like, my blocking mat here because I was washing my sweaters. My Cumulus sweater by Isabel Kramer. I finished it. I blocked it. I think the last time I showed it to you, it wasn't blocked. I didn't weave in the ends yet because I'm not done. This is way too big for me. It is like look at that. Like, it could fit another me in there. I'm gonna give this to my husband. He is like 6'4". I don't know how much he weighs. Whatever an average 6'4", I don't know. But I'm gonna give it to him. I'm going to wet it again and block it to where it, I mean, when I blocked it, I didn't, like, stretch it out at all. I tried to smush it back together to make it smaller, but I'm gonna block it properly. And if it's still too short on the body, I'm gonna add length to it because I still have, I have a lot of this yarn left. This is Wool of the Andes yarn. That's a colorway Penguin. So that is what I'm going to do. He will like this. He's been asking me for a sweater, fiber. A sweater like, not like a grandpa sweater. I know he wants one of those grandpa sweaters, like a cardigan. Maybe not a cardigan, but like a cabled pattern. I know he wants one of those, but this is what he's getting right now. So he will like it. I'm sure he'll wear it. I don't know if he'll wear it. I wish that I had done that for him in the last house that we were in, because that house is so old and so freezing cold. But now that we're in a normal house, like, you don't need layers and layers of clothing. So anyways, I'll stop rambling about that. I did dunk my my big sister cardigan. I dipped it in a black dye bath again to like even out the previous dye. It's like pilling way bad because I wear the crap out of this. But I love it. It's super, super soft. This is just using like Knit Picks. Oh, it's Knit Picks Felici, but it was bear yarn. I got it like years ago when I first started dyeing yarn. I don't recommend Felici for a sweater, but maybe it's different yarn now. I don't know. I haven't touched it since buying it back then. But I dipped it in the dye bath and I put it out on my blocking mat and tried to stretch it out a little bit because it wasn't really fitting my chest area very well. So I stretched it out a bit, and now it's still a little damp, so I need to like lay it back out. And I also did that to my Spectre. Oh, it smells good. Spectre sweater by Joji Locatelli. This was snug. I should have knit this a size bigger, but I didn't have enough yarn. So I knit, I don't remember what size. So I tried to aggressively block it, and it's all wonky from my pins now, but it's okay. I was gonna wear it today, but it kind of warmed up a little bit. I just kicked the camera, sorry. Sitting on the floor is not ideal, but it's working okay. So that is my sweaters that figured I would tell you because you can see my mat and stuff right there. My next work in progress is a new sweater. This is by Mama Knits. Let me look real quick. I don't have my iPad next to me and I didn't print it out. This is by Mama in a Stitch. I'll link it below. It is a free pattern. It's called My Comfiest Knit Cardigan. You can also purchase her pattern from her Etsy store, which I'm going to because I'm probably going to be knitting this again. Yeah, so you can do that. But this is, oh, my screen looks weird. I hope that doesn't like super duper weird. But it's just a longer, I'm not knitting it this long. I am just gonna knit a regular cardigan. I'm sitting here talking about it, I'm not even showing you. I did the back panel, and this is using the same yarn from my Humulus sweater, Knit Picks Willoughby Andes in Crane Heather. This is using these giant needles. This is size 11, US 11, 8.00 millimeters, and it creates this like loose fabric. I probably should have gone down, the pattern calls for an 11, but I probably should have gone down to, I don't gauge swatch. If you follow me, if you know me, I don't gauge swatch, and it's really starting to bite me in the butt. So in the future projects, I'm going to gauge swatch, maybe. We'll see. But it's got like a loose gauge, which is fine. I'm not making this long, super long like she did in the pattern. I'm also probably not going to put in the pockets on the front. I feel like the pockets are going to weigh it down a little bit and pull the fabric. So it's, I'm just not going to do that. This is knit a back panel, 2 front panels, and then the sleeves. And then I was going to like use my little brain powers and just cast it all on together, but I didn't. So I am knitting it. I'm going to block this piece, lay it all out, while I work on the front panels and the sleeves, and block them all, seam them all up, and probably wear it constantly. It's the Humulus sweater is using the same yarn, but it feels like it's obviously more dense because it's a smaller needle, And this is worsted, but to me, it feels like it's like a DK weight. I don't feel like it's a proper worsted weight, but I don't know. I mean, to each his own. Anyway, I'm excited for this. I feel like it's just gonna be a sweater that I can throw on in the evenings, sitting on the couch watching TV. So just like my big sister one, which I want to knit that pattern again with some better quality yarn. I kind of want to use like this yarn again. I don't know. I've never used this before, so I don't know how this wears well or wears, but I like it so far. So that is that. I will put the link to her pattern page in the show notes. What else do I? Oh, I have one more work in progress. So this is a sweater by Andrea Mowry, and it's the pink Fizz. I just ripped some stitches off my needle. The pink Fizz sweater by Andrea Mowry, and it's got like this super cool lacy panel design work down the front sides and also on the back. It's a top, not a top, it's a bottom up sweater, which I said I wasn't gonna knit anymore, but here I am. I just really like Andrea Mowry patterns. Is it Andrea Mowry or Andrea? I don't know. I will link the pattern there in the show notes as well. This is using yarn that was sent to me from Knit Picks, We Crochet Knit Picks, sponsored. So they sent me Capretta and Aloft. Well, they didn't send me this specifically, like I wanted this specific yarn. This is in the colorway Moonstone Heather. It is got some cashmere in it, so this is like super soft, and I am going to be ordering more yarn of this line very soon. And then the Aloft is lace weight, colorway is Plover, just like a silvery gray. This is 72% Super Kid Mohair and 28% silk. So these are super nice together. Sorry, my nose is itching now from the mohair. What was I gonna say about it? I cast this on right after I last recorded, and I worked on it for probably a good week, and this is where I got. But my aunt was over visiting, and I was showing her my projects and stuff, and she was like, that looks really big. And then I was like, you know, maybe she's right. So I inspected it further, and she's right. It is kind of big. It is the size, I'm knitting the size 3, and I knit my weekender in the size 3, and that one's a little big as well. So I don't know why I chose size 3. I should have done size 2 because this is gonna grow. But now I lost my mojo because I know I should have knit the size 2, and I'm tempted to rip it all out and start it over. Tell me I'm crazy, tell me not to do it, but I want it to fit me properly. I don't want it to be like big and frumpy on me, but I don't know, I'm kind of torn. Like I feel like I've gone so far on it. So I don't know. It's so soft though, like this is gonna be nice and warm. I don't know. I don't know yet. I just know I should have knit the size 2 instead of the size 3, but here we are. I think that is all of my works in progress. I had one more finished object. I knit my niece a hat on the knitting machine, and I used Red Heart acrylic yarn in that colorway that went viral on TikTok. Looks like the rainbow gradient. I forget the name of it now. I think it's like retro stripes or something like that. But anyway, I don't follow her. I don't follow anybody on TikTok. I just get on there and I don't know, yarny videos pop up on my For You page. Anyway, she knits or uses the machine, and she knits up all these rainbow gradient hats, and they're like super popular. I think she even has an Etsy store. So I did that, and if I can find the picture my sister sent me, I will pop it in with the kids wearing those. I think they turned out super cute. I wish I had more of that yarn so I could have made my other niece one, but that's okay. They'll share. They will share. But yeah, that was all I had. I should have taken a photo of it, but I didn't. All of my works in progress, my finished objects. So we're on to yarn goodies. I know I said that I was going to work through my stash of yarn, and I'm going to, but I went to Mace of Skeins Etsy shop. I was watching her podcast, and I think she mentioned that she was going to close out her Valentine colorways. So I went on her website and I got this colorway. It's DK Minis, and she sent a sticker as well. DK Minis, 75-25 on her poker chips base, in the colorway Candy Hearts. It's like those colorful candies you get at Valentine's Day, and if you're like me, you eat the entire bag of them and then you make yourself sick. That is what these are. I'm thinking that I want to do a sweater, that one that I think Lola Bean Yarn and Andrea Mowry collaborated on, and it was like little hearts yoked or whatever. I don't know, but I kind of want to do that, and I kind of want to do something like this. So that is my plan. Not anytime soon. It's probably going to live in my stash for quite a while, but I figured I would get it while she was or while she had it in stock. So my next purchase is a Hohi bag, Hohi & Co. I bought the Pampa bucket, and it's like all sourced in Argentina, like everything that she uses for her bags. She was having a Skeins update, so imperfect leathers, I guess. I don't know. I couldn't find anything that was wrong with this. Like, could have just, you know, sold it at full price. I think, I mean, there are some like little scratches, but I mean, it's leather, like you're gonna get those. So I was like, hell yeah, sign me up, I want one. So I got on her website, and originally I wanted the tote, the big tote, and I had that in my cart, and I was checking out, and something was wrong. My shipping address was wrong, and I was like, well, damn it. So I was like updating that, and by the time that I'd finished updating that, like, it was gone. It was out of my cart. So I was like, okay, well, I updated my address. I'm not leaving until I buy something. So I bought the Pampa bucket. I should put my sweater in here. She had other colors, but I like this gray one, and it's going to be useful for me. What else? That came so fast. It came like, I ordered it, I forget when she had her update. I think it was a Friday, and then I got the shipping notification on like Saturday, and it arrived like a week later. So I mean, it sat at the post. I didn't go to the post office until this morning, but yeah, it came in this weekend. So those are my purchases. I love the bag and I love the yarn. Yeah, that's all I was gonna say about that. So shop stuff. I don't have a whole lot of shop stuff. I have some orders that need to go out. I have a couple here that I need to label and send out. This is Unicorn Burst. There is one skein left of this in the shop right now. I don't know when I'm gonna be dyeing anymore. I don't know. I just don't know. So there's one left on sock, 80/20 sock weight, and then I just sold this colorway today. This is Patina, and I have it on DK weight. I haven't scanned it up yet, obviously. It's still kind of a little bit damp. I have it on DK. I have 2 DK weights of this colorway that I need to list. I just have not done it yet. So this will be in the shop very soon. I gotta let this dry a little bit more. There are 2 of these. There are also 2 that are damn near the same, except I dropped some dye on them. I don't know what happened. I wasn't paying attention and I dumped some blue where it shouldn't have gone. So there are going to be 2 oopsie skeins of this colorway as well. And then I have 1 left of these. All need to be skeined up today. So what I'm going to do for the shop, because all the colorways that I have in my inventory right now are pretty much, they're all just like single I call them Miss Monster skeins, my one-of-a-kinds, after my niece, because I call her Miss Monster. So I'm going to put some colorways together and list them as like a kit, kind of. I also have some mini skeins for sock sets that I need to dye up. I just don't know when. I was supposed to have all of like my DK weight and my Stellina base and all that in the shop already, but I don't. So I need to do all that. I just don't know when. If you are interested in going to check out the shop though, it's CC Fiber and Design on Etsy. There is a coupon for my podcast viewers, and I'll put it on the screen. So if you are interested in going to get any yarn, use the coupon, all that. I have some packaging to do today. I had a what do you call it, a fiasco with my logo. I had hired a company to design my logo, and I'm not exactly happy with it, I want to say. She didn't really listen to me. Like, I don't know, but she didn't do what I wanted her to do, and she wouldn't even consider what I wanted in the design. So this is what she did. And I mean, it's cute. It's just not what I had in mind, really. So I don't know if I'm gonna spend the money and have this printed up on my bands for my skeins, or if I'm going to. I'm pretty upset about it because that was pretty expensive, but it's like a little unicorn. It looks sad with a yarn ball. I mean, I wanted the unicorn for, or something unicorn rainbow for my my nieces, because they love unicorns and rainbows. And I wanted to tie that in because I named my business CC Fiber from what they call me. They call me CC. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this one, if I'm going to have it printed, or if I'm going to do it my damn self. And I don't know. I don't know. So if you buy yarn from me and you have that logo on the label, then you'll know that I didn't do it yet. I didn't do it yet. That's like my life in a nutshell. I didn't do it yet. Oh well. So there's that. I have some projects that I want to be casting on. I want to cast on the Zweig. I don't know how to say that, but I want to use this yarn. So I need to order more of it. This is so soft. It is so soft. I've never used it before, obviously. So I want to order more of that and cast that on. There are other skeins. Back to my shop nose. There are some imperfect skeins, one-of-a-kind Miss Monsters in the shop for this colorway that I guess the dye just didn't do what I needed it to do because I was being lazy and I was not properly measuring my dye out. So there are probably about 4 skeins of Unicorn Burst that just didn't do what I needed them to do. So there's, if anybody's interested, you could check them out there. I mean, I don't really have anything else. How do you guys store your sweaters? Like, do you fold them up nice? Mine aren't nicely folded, but do you fold them up nicely and put them on a shelf? Do you hang them? I feel like I don't want to hang them because I don't want them to like get weird sleeve indents. I don't know what that's called. So if you have any recommendations for needle storage and sweater storage, let me know. I will jump on into life stuff because I don't have anything else fibery related to talk about. Life stuff, it's been busy. I was gone all of February because my mother and my sister were here and we had a nice visit. It was great. They stayed for 4 weeks, something like that. And Taryn was here for a week too. Yeah, we had a nice visit. And then Wednesday, day after tomorrow, I am flying to Denver, and Taryn, we're gonna cross flight paths. She is flying here to stay with the kids while I drive her car over here with my son-in-law. He's driving one of their vehicles and I'm driving the other one. She is too pregnant and miserable to drive, really, I guess. So they want me to do it, and I'm the mother, so I have to. So I am going to do that. I think it's like a 20-hour drive or something like that. So I'm hoping to be back on Friday, hopefully, because next week Emma starts track and field at school, and then Brooklyn starts softball. So yeah, and then Taryn will be here on Wednesday, and she is staying here for a week or more until their house is ready in Oregon. So she's gonna stay here until then. Michael too. Michael is her husband. And then on the 19th, Justin comes home. So we're all gonna be together, and we haven't all been together since we lived in Georgia in 2017. So it'll be a nice reunion. But it will be busy, so I don't know when I will get back on here to record. Probably in the next few weeks though. I just don't know how much I'm gonna have done, but I don't know, I might surprise myself, so we'll see. We will see. I'll be dyeing some yarn after I get back from Denver, after I list some stuff in the shop, take care of some admin-y stuff, and then I'm gonna dye up some more yarn and get them on different bases to get them into the shop for once and for all. Is it for once and for all or once and for, I don't know, words. So yeah, that is my life stuff. It feels like I did so much more, but it's been a little chaotic. So I'm looking forward to just kind of chill. I say that, but every time I say that, something crazy comes up, like me flying to Denver. I don't want to. I do not want to. So I will get off of here. I will edit and try to get this uploaded today, depending on how quick YouTube takes. I know the last time it took forever to upload, so I will do that. I will put in some pictures of what we've been doing over the last, what, 6 weeks? Something like that. Yeah, so I will do that, and I will see you all in a few weeks. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I like all, you know, the comments and everything. So like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate it. I like chatting fiber stuff with everybody because I don't have any fiber friends. So yeah, hit that bell notification if you want to be notified when I upload a video, which will hopefully become more regular. We'll see. So thank you to everybody. I just bonked the camera again. Thank you to everybody for subscribing, liking, all of that. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I will see you in a few weeks. So until then, bye.